Alright, so just a short little thing before I start up this video, but I'm going to tell you guys right now that this is going to be a nightmare of editing with all the stuff that I'm going to do. So please bear with me, because you know it's not going to be like my normal videos and stuff. So there's an extreme amount of editing I got to do on this video. So just bear with me. Just a little disclaimer for all you guys out there. So it's going to seem a little weird in places, just so you know. Hey there, YouTube land, Bramstone667 here. So I got a very special thing going on with this video. So I was sent some street lights and a pole from, I hope I'm saying this right, from Hykoont. They do LED solar street lights. So I'm very excited about that. So this video is going to be, we're going to be putting a couple of them together, and then also we're going to be showing you, well, I'm sure everybody knows how to dig a hole, but we're going to show you how to concrete a post up as well, and then we're going to put the pole up. So because my landlord wouldn't let me do it at the property there where the trailer is. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to give one of them and the pole to my sister, because she needs a light bad. So we're going to be doing some unboxing today. So see you here in a minute. So let's pop into this and let's see what we got. So we're going to do the big box first, because this should be the poles. Oh, look at that, box in a box, cool. Got some paperwork here. A lot of paperwork. It's a piece of paper, nothing important really going on there. Okay, so we got a box in a box. Okay, well, that's a little heavy right now for me, so let's do this box next, and then we'll get back to that one, because I'm going to need help with that one with my back right now still. So let's pop into this one, and let's see what we got. But yeah, that's the pole like I thought. So yeah, alright. Okay. Well, they definitely have this taped up pretty good. Now what was really nice too is on the shipping it said that it'd be here in like a week and a half, and it actually showed up in 5 days. So that was really awesome. So definitely got to make a note about that. So we got 2 nicely packed lights in here. Wow, look at that. They're bigger than I expected, so that's really cool. Ooh. And we have instructions. That would be good. Let's not read that. We'll read it sometime. We'll just do that later. Oh. Yeah. So here's the solar side. And then here's the light side. So these is it, what is it, 12,500 lumens, if I remember right. It takes 5 to 8 hours to charge, and the charge lasts 15 to 24 hours. That is cool. So I'm excited about that. Let's try to get this back in here. And it does have all the mounting brackets. Oh yeah, here we go. So it comes with a pole each, and it has, that goes together, which we'll show you when we put this onto the pole. And then also comes with the packing for the light to the pole and a remote as well. So let me go get some help real quick, and then we'll break into the other box. Alright, so we're back. We're going to pop this little sucker open. Oh wow. Okay, so okay, so this is a little rusted up as it came in, so I'm sure they're not all like that though, but that's okay because that's not going to affect anything. Because what this actually is this will go into the ground, and it looks like it's about a foot. Yeah, so it's about a foot. This is the cage that goes on, then this is what the base goes down into. So don't let the rest scare you at all, because just even take a can if you really want, which I'm probably going to do, is I'm going to go to O'Reilly's and get a can of the rust treatment, and we'll just cover that over because that's going to turn all the rust to paint. That up, and then we'll get it set up for when we put it in concrete, because we're going to make a hole and we're going to set this in concrete, not just the ground, and then we're going to paint it up too with rust preventer. So alright, so yeah, so if we get in here real quick, so these are all the poles, they're all individually wrapped, and this is the base right here. So, I don't know how well you can see through the camera. It might be harder to see with the glare and everything, but this is the 16-footer. So it has 3-foot sticks, and looks like there's 4 of them plus the base. So that should be 5. So yeah, that'll give us up 16 feet. The center come off. But yeah. So that's it. That's and I really hope I'm pronouncing this right, but this is the Hykoont LED street lights. So here in the next part, we're going to get to digging. Well, I'm going to ask for help because of my back still. But we're going to give my sister some street lights out here. So that way she's not in the dark. Because as you can see, looking around, she really doesn't have a lot of neighbors to worry about. So, and it gets really dark here at night. And she does not have any street lights at all. So we're going to set up my sister. We're going to set my sister up with some lights. So we'll see you here in a minute. We're going to start the digging, and we're going to show you what all on measuring your depth and amount of concrete and everything else. So we'll get that started, and then we'll show you the process on that. So we'll see you here in a minute. Alright, so this is the Hykoont, and I really hope that I pronounce it right, so please excuse me if I don't. But this is the lights that they sent me. This is 21,000 lumen. I was mistaken when I said 12,000 earlier. So it has a 3-year warranty, free shipping, fast shipping in the US as well. It's like, when I ordered it, they told me that it was going to be here in 2 weeks, and I got it in 6 days. So that was pretty awesome. It got here a lot quicker than I expected. But yeah, so let's take a look closer here. So we have all the lights here. We've got this here has the little percentage for the power that's on it. It also has a day-night cycle, and it has motion sensor as well. So we got the solar panel up here, very well constructed. It is waterproof and dust proof. And again, I'm sorry about the traffic, because we also have logging trucks out here now too for the week. So yeah, it's been fun. But yeah, very well constructed. This is definitely going to look good over here. So put this to the side for now. Oh, and there is going to be a promo code on my description. I'm going to have that link in the bottom of the description. Somewhere I'll probably try to figure out where to put the code and everything, because there is going to be a discount codes as well. And then, so here's the poles. So this is the base right here. Nice and sturdy, like I was going to be showing you here a little bit more. And then we got the nice tapered base here. So what's going to happen, and here's the tubes here. So what they do is they lock together just like so, and it does come with all the screws and hardware that you're going to need. Now I actually probably should have put this I should have placed it in the ground first. Alright, so you know what, that's going to be the next step, so stay tuned for that real quick. So let me get you closer on this here. So this is the base here, so which is really nice. It's good solid metal here. Got some good welds actually, way better than I could do. A little splatter, but you know, nice elongated holes, that way you can position it whenever you want. And then this is the cage here that's going to go on the ground. Focus. So it does have a little bit of surface rust, but that's all right. We are going to get some rust fix, and I'm going to prime that before we put in concrete. So got us some duplicolor, and then so yeah, check out this here. So these is what's going to lock the pole together, which I really like, because it has, I can't remember what they're called. They're like the zerts, but they're, you know, they're threaded, so that's really cool. So it does come with a nice good pile of nuts and bolts. We got the washers and nuts for the base. Has a couple caps here. This will go on the very top, and this should be for that. And then it does have several of the screws for all the masts, and it does come with the Allen key that also has a focus focus, a screwdriver. So that's actually the first time I've seen one of those. So like I showed you the other day, so we got the posts here and we're going to put that together. So the next step, or the first step I should say, is your post placement. So with us, we're going to put it right into here. We've already started here with the prep. We're going to have it in this soil right here. So, and sorry about all the traffic. For some reason, it is very busy this weekend. So, what we're wanting to do is we're going to put the post here and hopefully angle it so it covers part of the driveway and the street. Because when you hit that corner over there, you cannot see a thing over here. So we're hoping that that is going to light up the street and the, the driveway for her. So let's get to it. We're going to start digging on this hole. It's going to be about, now judging on this here, we're going to go probably maybe about probably a foot deep or so, about 2 feet wide for the diameter of it. Have it nice and deep because we're going to encase it all with cement. That way we don't want it going anywhere. And like I said, I'm going to rust fix it up first. So get that all primed here in a minute, which I'll show you that as well and how I do that. So, all right. So, well, I got some help, my family members. They're going to start digging the hole for me because I can't do anything right now about that. So, all right. Well, let me get you on this part here. So let's start that. All right. So, oh, sorry about the shakes. Trying to uncap this. So we're gonna start spraying here. And excuse me, because I'm not used to recording myself. Oh, now the wind kicks up. That's all right. You know, I'm sitting here thinking I probably should have taken a wire brush to this, but you know, we're just playing by ear. Alright, well, I don't know how well you guys can see it through the camera, but as it sits, if you can see how it's starting to darken up, so I think probably another layer or two of the rust fix I'm going to put on it. But yeah, so that's starting to bond up pretty good. So, and then progress on our hole is going pretty good too. I'll show you that here in a minute. So, all right. So now that all the family and everything, we got the hole dug, we got the cage set, and so this concrete that we're doing. So we got to pre-wet the hole. So then we got these bags of 50-pound bags of Quikrete fence post concrete. So we're going to start working on this here. Again, sorry about all the traffic. It seems to be a busy weekend. So what our goal is right now is, as you can see, so we dug the hole. So it's all right. So I had another camera glitch. Sorry about that, y'all. So we just threw in another bag. So what we did here is we made the hole wider than the cage itself, and then we want to have the ground so it's going to come up above the top of the cage, but also where it's in enough of the threads too, so we can put the base on top of the concrete after it sets. So we got another bag coming in here. So it's a fairly easy process that you could do yourself at your own home. we've got the wind kicking up too, so it's kicking up all the dust here, but we're just pouring these bags straight into the water. And then we're going to start mixing. So we're just working on evenly distributing the bag all around the whole hole. So this is bag number 3 now.
Yeah.
Alright, so now what we're trying to do here is we gotta level it here. Whoop.
Okay,
So we can see a little bit better. Alright, so honestly I don't know where this video cut off. I'll have to look at that through editing. But yeah, so that's pretty much how you concrete that yourself. It's pretty much a pour and go, and then, you know, level whatever you're doing. And then, you know, we're going to let this set for a few days. And then, yeah, it should be pretty good. And then while that's sitting, I'll go ahead and start working on getting the posts in. But yeah, so that's how you do the part for doing your own concrete with the Quick Right concrete post mix. So we'll get on to the next part here in a minute. So yeah, we'll see you here for that. All right, so now that we got this, you know, back apart again after getting it stuck, so we are, as you saw before, so we have our foreman stuff in. Not as good as I was hoping, but we're going to make do because, you know, it's us. So for right now, what we're going to do is we're just going to set this on here and get all the shims and the bolts ready, because we're going to, which it also comes with all the hardware. And wherever it went to, my sister's letting us borrow her little inky dinky level here, which I don't think it works because it's not. This is the cheapest level I've ever seen. Well, we're going to hopefully make do with that. Okay, so for right now, what we're going to do is we're just going to tighten up this side, because I know this side, it's going to make it a little bit more level. And we'll just, when we get the base shoveled up, well, now I think I might have took it too much over that way. So what we're going to do now is, so we are going to have to shovel in a little bit to try to get this all buried in, make it more level. I'll actually have to get a real level, not this little toy, because one way it looks good, the other way it doesn't. So I get a good sized level and then do that. But for the next part, anyway, alright, so they all walk in here like so. And hopefully without screws flying all over the place like I did with the nuts and bolts for the base, I can open this, and so it comes with all the hardware as well. And I did show it earlier, but I just want to get a better view for you. We'll get this started up. Hopefully without misthreading. Okay. So it wants to be difficult for the second. Okay, so it wants to play the difficult game. Alright, well, there's something going on that I gotta fix, so I'll be right back when we get this figured out. Alright, so I did have to take a little bit of a hammering, and I took a block and a hammer. I had to tap it in a little bit, because even though it was going sideways with that, it just up and down ways, I did have to finesse it a little bit. But a real quick thing though I do want to point out to you guys is even though I love this little combination, Allen wrench focus, I love this little combo, which it already is stripping apart, but it is just a little too small to go in your guys' screws, so it doesn't want to bite correctly. So that's something I just wanted to show. So you might need a little bit of a bigger screwdriver, but that's, you know, still, that's, you know, tomatoes. So yeah, so we'll get the other pieces all back going, and I'll show you that as we level this out as well. But that is going to look neato. That's going to look pretty neat. I like that. So I'm really excited about this project. So you know what, real quick actually, I'm going to put the next set in, or at least set it on, because I'm going to have to grow taller here pretty soon, because I'm kind of short now, which is kind of weird for me, because usually I'm the one that's always reaching for the top of the shelf for everybody in my family. So that went pretty good. That actually just slid on very nice and neatly. I don't think I'm going to have to hammer this one at all, actually. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's smooth right there. Oh. I really like this setup with your guys' poles. So this is really nice. It comes in little 3-foot sections. You just slide it together and then you screw it down. So let me get my little handy dandy multi-tool that I've had since forever, because this was actually a 17th birthday present from my dad. And I've used it for so many things. I'm actually having to use the flathead though on it, because my Phillips on there isn't big enough, but still. I love this pole system, you guys. So if you guys need a pole, I would definitely recommend this. And I only got 3-foot section, or 3 pieces on right now. So it comes in 13, 16, and 20 feet. So definitely worth it in my opinion. And as I'm looking at it, it's leaning this way, so I gotta lean it that way. So we'll address that next, now that I can see it a lot better by my eye. So, which that'll be fairly easy. We just gotta adjust the ground post. No problem. Because it does have plenty of thread. I just don't have any deep sockets. Is that a different size? Okay, that's odd. So one thing I did just now find out is, for some reason, oh, no, yeah. But no big deal. One is bigger than the other, which is no big deal whatsoever. Okay, so I do have to bring it back more this way. So probably what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get some dirt, raise this side up more. But that's all right. Yeah, that's just the issue with the grounding, so we'll get to that here in a minute. Alright, so since we got that part out now, I brought my old truck back over and I figured that'd be the easiest right now because it's got a flat top, but it's actually a lot higher than I expected, so that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and connect these here, the last 2 pieces, while they're on the ground. So to show you the difference here, so this is the top pole. So if you look at it, there's no holes on the top for anything to screw in. So it does have, this is the topper, that's going to go into it. So this goes right into there, and then the ball will go right into there. So I'll show you that here in a minute. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get that all connected up. And then we're going to put the last 2 pieces up, and then we'll put the light on. And as you can tell, it is later in the evening because it has been so hot during the days. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this put together real quick while we're down here. So actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the topper on first. All it is one little screw and nut, just like so. Get my handy dandy tool out. Just like so. So then we're going to take that and she's going to pop right into the top here, just like so. All right, so nice little topper. Alright, so that's all together. So let's go ahead and we're going to jump on the truck and we're going to get the top section on, and then later on then we're going to get the light put back or put onto it, but because we won't be able to reach the whole top with this truck, but we'll get it up as high as we can anyway, and then later on when the bucket truck's gone we'll probably raise it up a little bit more. So let's shut you off for a minute and we'll. Alright, so we're back another day, and so right now I have the light sitting in the sun going to charge, and we have the pole on. So now the next step is we're going to undo the little baggie that is sent with this. So it has little brackets. This will go to the pole, and it has a nice baggie full of stuff. So let's try to get this undone. Oh, look at that, it even comes with a little wrench. That's handy. Very cool. And has the remote. So we'll put that to the side for right now. Okay, it's going to be different. Alright. So what we're going to do, oh, that's cool. So it also comes with little, so these little pieces is what you put if you're going to put into the side of a building, and then you pull the bolts into that. That's cool. Good thinking, guys. I like that. Alright. So we got the bolts for the light too. This is the bracket for the light. Batteries included. Yes. Very cool. These guys have everything covered that you're going to want to do. The little wrench. That is so cool. That's going in my collection. It's hot. Okay, so for right now, we are going to put the post Okay. So what I like to do is have the bolt The lock washer is going to go on first, and then the washer, because the lock washer is what keeps it from moving around. So I love how it has all the equipment with you that you're going to need. Yeah, should go. So just so you guys can get in here and see, that is on an angle from the mounting. So we're going to put it like that. Oh, stay. Alright, and in case you guys are wondering, on the bolts on this, they are a metric 14. Alright, so what we're going to do now on the next part, now that this is together, well, I might tighten it up just a little bit more. Alright, so, because the pole is so high, and with the truck, because Mom's bucket truck would be perfect for stuff like this, which is going to give me actually future ideas to do now. But anyway, I digress. I'm going to get off topic, and you guys know how my ADHD is. Squirrels and all that good stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to test it first before we put it up. That would be best. Alright, so if I get you in here real quick, so if you look on the light, we got the power button right here. So we're going to hold that down for a few seconds, and it turns on, nice and bright. So it does have the sensor right here too, for a motion sensor, which is really cool. And then there is a timer to set. Oh, okay, so that's the different brightnesses on here. I'm not really sure what the center button is. I'll play with that later when it gets darker. But you have 25, 50, 75, and 100% for the brightness. And it does have a day-night cycle, which is really cool. So what we're going to do is off, on. Okay, cool. It even has a timer. You can do 2 and up to 6 hours. Really cool. So, okay. So, what we're going to do, now that I know this works, that unit's on, we are going to put this over here and get this set, not this one. screws also. Yes, sweet. Just to make sure. Okay. So the bolt heads are 14s. It's close now. Okay. So I don't have an open head, so we'll be using this. This should work. And we're going to come over here. And we're going to put this on. Now what we're going to do, because this is not something that I recommend, because sometimes we do sketchy stuff around here, and I do not recommend you guys to follow my lead. So I will not record that part, because it is so high, and I only have so far of a length that we can get up on my truck. But we're going to start out. I keep putting this down. We're going to start out, and I'm going to put this on here. And I might need a couple more hands actually. So let's hold on a minute there, and we'll go ahead and we'll come right back with this. So So what we're going to do for right now actually is we're just going to go ahead and put this together, because I wouldn't promote anything like this unless you have the proper equipment. So for safety's sake, we're just going to head and we're going to put this up, and then we'll show you guys the outcome later. Alright, so we are in, and I didn't get it all the way up like I wanted to yet. I could just do so far. But one thing I need to point out, and so you guys know too, is really wish actually that we had some washers over in here, because it did kind of, it was really weird, because the holes, if you look close, it does have the big holes, which is nice, but those bolts are actually going into those holes. So it really needs some washers up there too. So I'll take this down later and put some washers in. But just something else that you guys might need. Most everything else is already included though, but you know, it looks like 4 washers. So no big deal though. You know, I'll get those later, and then I'll put this up when we do get it higher up. But all in all, you know, a second pair of hands did help out a lot. So yeah. So that's together now. So yeah, just, you know, like I said, you know, just small things here and there, but you know, it's no big deal whatsoever. So it went on fairly good. It's nice and sturdy, and it's not moving or anything. So all right. So all right, we'll go down now, and then we'll continue on. And this evening, we're going to test this light out. Alright, get off me, bug. So, we're down here at my sister's, and you know, we're down here in the evening, and I don't know where this wind came from, but I hope you can hear me. It just literally decided to start getting windy as soon as we pulled up. But yeah, there's the light. So let's see. Now, I don't know how well it catches up in the camera, but I'm going to go ahead and hand this off then. And, okay. Alright, this is what it looks like before. I don't know how well you can see me, but or however the sound goes. But so this is 25% power. This is 50% power. 75 and 100. So I think this is going to do really good down here. So it has, if I remember right, going off the paperwork, it takes anywhere from 5 to 8 hours to charge. And the charge can last, depending on your power outage, your power usage, it takes anywhere from 15 to 24 hours of life. So that's really cool. It has a day-night cycle. It has a motion sensor protection on it. It's hard to eat with. So, which, if I remember how that worked, but it'll, well, it's going to take a minute or so before, but middle button on your little remote. Man, this wind, I tell you what. But for right now, we're just going to leave it on the 50% traffic again. That's okay though. But so for now, we're just going to leave it on 50% power for her. And yeah, I think this should do it. So yeah, I'm really pleased, and yeah, I'm really excited, and I'm really pleased about it. I would definitely recommend the Hykoont solar lights. So there will be a link down in the description for you guys with the code as well. So definitely pick yours up. They're on a really good sale right now. It's like, and this is just for a limited time, but the twin pack is like $189 right now with free shipping as well. So, and it is take, depending on your search situation, it'll probably take like a week or two to get to you. Mine, it took less than a week, which is really awesome. So they have a really good fast shipping. So I think this is a success. So like I said though, when we get the bucket truck going, we're going to raise that more. So that should give us more of an angle, but I think it covers it pretty good right now as it is. So yeah, I want to thank you guys at Hykoont for giving me this opportunity to make this video for you guys and to share it with the rest of everybody on YouTube and Facebook and all that good stuff, you know. So like I said, I definitely recommend the Hykoont solar lights, and going to be a link in the description for you guys, so you guys should definitely look into it as well. So on that note, we will see you on the next one.